Yay. All right. Good morning, everybody. It is the day after, I was about to say Thanksgiving. That's wrong. Easter. And welcome. This is our morning call. We do it at 7:30 on 99% of the mornings that we're around. And it's fun. We used to do this. I was telling, back in our old days, again, my name's Mike. It says it right there. Mike Alleman, Michelle Alleman. We started back in September of 2007. It's been like forever. We feel like we started when the dinosaurs were still roaming the earth. It feels like some days, but no, I mean, when we started back then, it was just, we said we're going to do some crazy stuff, and we've done some things over the years. We had a whole year and a half, Sherry, you'll not believe it, where we were up at was it 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning? We did a call every day. When I say every day, it was like every day, weekends. Whew, it was a lot. We don't do that anymore because we're older. But I don't know. You guys on the East Coast will be like, that's 7 o'clock. It's fine. We're up. But no. We're having a good time.
Yeah. Whole purpose of them now is just to kind of gather together on Monday morning and just chat about the week. No real agenda for this call. We just want to get together with you, make sure that we're staying in front of you and helping you and just talking about what it is that our plans are for this coming week. If last week wasn't what you wanted it to be, it's all good. Got a brand new start today. So we'll kind of start there. And I know my last week wasn't where I wanted it to be, but you know what? Today's a brand new start to the new week, and we're just going to continue. Sorry, the light is hitting my mouth. But yeah, feel free if you guys want to chat about y'all's week and what you're looking to do for the week going forward. Go ahead and feel free to speak up.
On in.
Round talk.
Jeff's on the road, man. I love it. 7:30.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and shout out then. Hey, everybody. Good morning. I have a couple deals to wrap up today that I've been working on this past week. So that's on my agenda. And then, working on the ones I'm going to be doing this coming week. So getting those lined up. But I have several to wrap up. So that's my priority for today. And actually,
sometimes the simplest goal is, I got to wrap up what I started, and then I got to start something new,
Well, that's a good point. A lot of people start, but they don't finish. So finishing is a huge part of it. So,
Jeff, are you in Texas?
The starting part's where you get the money. You got to have that part. I mean, the finishing part. Sorry.
For sure.
Jeff is in Texas.
So y'all in Texas except for me. Oh, and Serena.
and Serena.
Florida.
Hey, me.
Well, you're in Florida, so you're still warm. Okay.
Yeah. We have one person up in Michigan in the group, but she's got a daytime job, so we usually miss her on these calls. But hey, it's not bad. Texas is okay, and so's Illinois. It's all right. We're all doing good. Go Cook County. There you go. See, I know. Oh man. Okay. See, our son this weekend gave us one of these questions to start a topic. And it's a funny thing. We used to do these things in our family gatherings. Michelle used to make everybody do a family meeting where we'd have to talk about one topic. And here's the way I think this one kind of struck me, because it's like with enough incentive, we tend to do things that we normally maybe wouldn't do or decide not to do. And this one said, if you were offered $1 million, could you get straight A's for the next year? If you were offered $1 million, what could you do, for this next year? You all got straight A's, by the way. There's no F's in this course. So Oh, I got my handy pants on. You'll see these.
My brother got him.
Yeah, so my brother got me. I'm playing Michael Jackson over here. That's
Your son got you that as a gag gift.
As a gag gift. Wear these around the hospital next time. See who notices that they're underwear. But yeah, think about that. I mean, think about like, I think the biggest motivation for a lot of us is just to move, is having a big enough incentive or an incentive that says, I would do that, So think about that too. Now Michelle, go ahead, Megan.
I was just saying, speaking of incentive, we are qualified. We are in the middle of the qualifying year for Ireland. So if you guys have ever went to Ireland, we are in the middle of that.
Go to Ireland. What would you do? What can you do? What will you do? I'm going. I want all y'all with me.
If you guys want to know, like generally speaking, for an average policy, you need to sell a minimum. If you're selling all average policies, a minimum of 135 apps from now until the end of the year. So you need to have 135 applications issue paid before the end of the year. That's if you get no bonus points, and that's if you're writing all average applications. That'll qualify you to come to Ireland with us next year, to Dublin.
Or if you find a $100,000 annuity, you can get 10,000 points for that.
Yeah.
Or, if you do a big IUL, you might get more points.
Yeah. Everything counts in the same bucket. So
can someone email me the details on that trip to Ireland? What's required?
So that is, if you go to, you have access into the ARC, correct? Yeah, you do. You have
I have no idea.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You do, Michelle. I can
make sure you got it
later.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there's a whole flyer on the first page of the ARC, which is where you log into the main page, and down on the bottom there's a flyer for it. It has all the details, but basically everything counts. Life applications, annuity applications, IUL applications, Medicare, if you're Medicare certified, everything counts.
That's it. I'll pull them up here. Who else got some goals for this week? Tell us about your week.
Well, I'm working on closing 2 more today. Oop, did you call on somebody? And I just
no, you're good. You're good. You start talking. You win.
I have 2 that I'm trying to close today, and another possible one of my neighbor, if she's back today. Then I'm also trying to follow up on some from that I have out with the insurance company that I have some cleanup to do, I guess, if that's what you call it.
Call that pending. Yeah, pending.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exciting, Sherry.
Yeah.
Clean up on aisle 12.
I had a customer that contacted me that was with me before with her mother and her, but she lost her job for a while and she had to lapse her policy, but she contacted me and wanted it again. And she wants more coverage for her mother because at the time, 3 years ago, we wrote her Great Western. I think she can qualify for Mutual of Omaha now. So she can get like 3 times the cover, over 3 times the coverage for just a little bit more money, which is good. And she wants long-term life insurance on her mom. And she wants to get two of her adult kids' policies and her grandkids' policies. That's what happens when you stay in touch with people. And this is all just text.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, awesome. We spoke a little bit on Saturday and went through all the questions for her because she needed to get her policy back. And I noticed you guys might have noticed a lot of people around the holidays are busy. They're not able to meet you. So you may have run into that. Don't let that bother you. Today is a new day, and today is the best day for you to go out there and do one more thing to help get something closed or get an appointment set.
And just real quick, I just wanted to say, I wanted to thank Serena and Michelle for joining this call today. And thank you for trusting me to join this team also. I'm very excited to be with you on this journey.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. I look forward to working with everyone.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know it's like when you're first getting started with this thing, it's like, okay, how's this going to work? How's it going to work out? But know that the number of folks on this call we've had with our organization, we're not like 5,000 people, but we like to take our 20 to 30 people and feel like we're doing more good for helping others than just, if we just had 5,000 people just doing a policy every year. Don't get me wrong. That's good. That's great. But I want to see, for us, this was 2007 was a life-changing, time where we made a decision in that next couple of years to quit me from working, stop me from working full time. And that's, we forget sometimes. It's been a while. We forget that, there's an excitement in the new, and let's just get going and get fired up about what the possibilities are.
Hey, it's exciting to be unemployable.
Yeah.
Never be employable again. That's an exciting thing.
Today is the first day that I'm not signed on to my Blue Cross Blue Shield computer. So I'm excited. I know. So me and Serena, we're going to Ireland.
Girl,
I love it.
that song "Freedom" was for you, Michelle.
Braveheart?
Freedom.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking the movie.
Oh no, Freedom. He played that song before we started the call.
Oh, is that what that was? Gotcha.
Yeah. It's John Batiste out of New Orleans. Actually, they're in New York now, but everybody's from Louisiana is always from Louisiana at the end of the day. Y'all know that, right? You can live the other side of the world like, yeah, he's from New Orleans. And no, he and his wife's also going through cancer right now too. But he just won like 9 Grammys, and it's kind of cool to see those guys come along. I love his music. It's fun. Who else out there? Serena, what I know you guys are coming over from Blue Cross, but what's got you fired up this morning?
Well, my goal is I'm here this morning on an early morning because I want to be like all of you and fire my boss.
You can do it.
You talked about being unemployable. I want to be. I too want to sit in front of this computer in the morning and say, "Hey, I no longer log into the Arcadia website to go to work for my 8 to 4:30 job Monday through Friday."
There you go. Yep. Yes. What was it? Oh, we're watching Good Will Hunting. I don't know if y'all remember the movie. And it strikes me that you say that because that's just like at the very end, when I can't remember these guys' names. When they knock on the door and he's not there anymore, he's moved to California with the girl, changing his life because he was that smart. I'm like, that's got to be the same kind of feeling like when you walked away. Like when I walked away in 2010 from my full-time job, I had a retirement party. I was 45 years old at the time, but I had a retirement party just to make sure I never went back. So y'all have like a little mini celebration when it locks like that. You got to like take your phone out and take a video of it not letting you in. That's something you want to remember.
Well, going on appointments and going on leads in this business is kind of like the movie called 50 First Dates. You remember that movie where she doesn't have a memory? Every single day he has to wake up and date her again. But like going on new appointments is like that, really. You do the same thing. It's a different conversation, but you're reconnecting with people. So I thought that was funny. Just thought I would mention it.
That was a movie we watched.
That's hilarious, Michelle.
But it is kind of like that in a way. And if you just expect it, it's okay. It's what you do.
That's why I'm laughing. It is like it.
Right, because you still have to show up same
I
thing.
think Katie had a good week. I don't know. I think Jonathan had a bang up week. If y'all want to talk.
I appreciate it, Michelle. I love the support. It wasn't that great of a week, but it's all good. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's really, but there's today too to finish the week out, so it could change. But yeah, I mean, sometimes in the business, you're gonna show up one week, you're not gonna write the number you want, but that happens. So I think the biggest thing is I try to focus on my activity goal instead of my production number, which is always helpful. But I don't know if it was Serena or Michelle, who's, I guess both of you mentioned, but yeah, I worked the business part-time for a whole year. That was, I guess, coming up on 7 years ago. And it's been incredible. So we're going to help you do it as fast as you want to. So, and win Ireland, that's helpful too, right? But that's all I really had.
Win Ireland.
So thanks, Mike. Mike just posted that on the AG team channel, the trip information.
And also on the chat here.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not on Slack yet, I know some may not be on Slack yet. And so if you go to the chat channel, you can see it. It should be on here because they did move it recently they moved some of the information around. So, but you're looking for the allianceevents.com site and then to the trips. And this will tell you all about how to do it, what we're doing, and like Megan said, you don't focus on too much. Look, this is what you need to worry about right here. Get that 135,000 in marketing credits to get to Ireland, and so many people come in, and get started and go on these trips their first year. And I'm going to tell you, it's what hooked me. The biggest thing, even back in the day when Michelle was doing this part-time, and I was holding a full-time job, the thing that got me really connected and hooked up was when we went our first trip to St. Martin. That was a big thing, just to go have somebody pay for everything, experiencing that when you walk out the door of the airport, there's people with signs that says, Alliance, and you go. I mean, there's just so many good things that you feel. It's like true appreciation. And it's really what you're appreciated for doing what I call a living wage. Let's go work and make some money and then get a trip for it. Let's see who else we got on here. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for this site here. It's going to look like this when you get there, and then just scroll down or go over to trips and bam, Ireland. Who else we got?
I think Katie.
Katie.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
This week, this next few days before I leave for my trip is going to be trying to finish up April's annual review texts to start off with. I think there's probably 100 left, which shouldn't take too long, but I've got people who called me even over the weekend, like Friday and Saturday, saying that they wanted to set up an annual review, and a few referrals for today. So I've got 4 set up for today that reached out to me specifically saying that they wanted me to, contact a family member or whatever. And it's like Michelle said, it's just keeping in touch with your people, and they'll reach out to you. So that's what I'm going to be working on this next few days.
Bam. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
I like it.
Good morning, Mama Ross. I see you joined. And Stephanie.
Morning.
Good morning. You
I'm
guys
at your office in my car.
Okay. Very good. Jonathan is there. I'm on my way.
You can tell by the lighting in the background. Jonathan's there. Man. Stephanie, how you doing, girl? How's our little Halsey doing? Our future insurance agent. Next generation.
Hey, good morning. I'm sorry. I've got a couple of patients that I try to tell you. I can't speak up for long, but I'm leaving out of here at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Halsey's doing great. She's amazing. We got another echo coming up, but she's been growing so fast. Thank you for asking.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. Okay, we'll catch up though. I'm sorry about not being able to speak up this
No worries. Got to hear your voice. I'm fired up.
Yeah. Okay.
Stephanie's the full-time nurse. For y'all that don't know, she's a full-time nurse, and she also helps a patient with at home health. Yeah, home health also. So she's a single mom, and she does this business. So she's a busy lady, and makes it all happen. She's been around for a few years. So proud of you, Stephanie. All right. Well, going into this week, I'll just speak up real quick. My goal every week is to write 10 grand and to be available for you guys. So, I'm focusing on getting business in and signed and to the company so that it does go in pending. Pending is a good thing. Sherry, means you've got stuff in the pipeline, even though you don't have submitted business or issue paid business without pending. Sometimes it's just a necessary part of the business. Not everybody has the cleanest bill of health, or sometimes we mess up on the applications, and there are things that need to be fixed once the applications get to the insurance company. That is what we call pending. So pending is a good thing. It means that you're about to have more issue paid business. It is business in the pipeline. And as somebody who's a business owner, you actually need to keep business in the pipeline. It's a necessary part to keeping a cash flow steady. If there isn't business in the pipeline, then you got nothing coming. And so it's a great thing. We just want to focus on what's in the pipeline, what do I need to get through this week from pending to issue paid, and then how many new applications am I trying to get in this week? Every week for me, it's 10 applications. I'm trying to get 10,000 into the door new, whether it's a decline from last week or just a brand new lead or a referral, new business in the door, right? 10,000. And then also my goal is just being available. We all need help. So feel free to reach out to me. If we haven't connected already, hopefully we will. I know most of us have. I think the only one I haven't had a Zoom call or met in person yet was Serena. So I know I'll reach out to you later this week after you have your last couple of meetings with Bruno and Mel. And I actually just saw that Savannah joined. Hey, Savannah, it's good to see you. I know you're out here in Friendswood, so she's close to us in Texas. But yeah, that's the goal for this week for me. I don't know if that helps y'all. If any of y'all want to speak up and just kind of speak what your goals are going in from this week. And also, if you did write business last week, please remember to send me your activity numbers from last week. I will send out an email today to all of you that, okay, no worries, Savannah. I'll send out an email today to all of you that give you the instructions on how to send me your transmittal or your activity for tomorrow's sales meeting. So sales meeting on Tuesday mornings is just an opportunity for us to stay accountable to the team every week on what we're actually doing, what our activity has been, and what we've submitted. So look for an email today from me. If you didn't submit any business last week, all good. Just look at the email so that you know what to do for next week. And if you need anything, feel free to reach out. Me, Jonathan, myself, we're all here to help. If anybody else wants to speak up their goals the last couple of minutes for the rest of the week, you feel welcome to. At 8 o'clock, we have a hard stop because we have our staff meeting at 8. anybody wants to speak up the goals for going into next week, feel free.
For 10 grand this week.
Okay. You gonna do it?
I'm looking for 5 apps.
Okay. 5 new
The
apps.
most important thing about the goal is that it's going to move you, right? We don't need big goals or some people are moved by big, hairy, audacious goals, and you need those out there to drive your inner strength. But daily, you got to have doable, attainable. Let's figure out how to chop it down and get it done. And I think some days eventually you'll get to the point where it's like, I didn't get everybody done today. I got to move them to tomorrow, and that's awesome because it's my mind is always thinking about like our business is it's like a bagpipe. You always want to keep the bag full of air. When the bag's out of air, you can't make any sounds. You got to start all over again. Just keep the policies in the pipeline. Keep more coming in. You're going to have some that are going to need some stuff. Some going to go through quick, but just keep more policies coming in. And as you do that, you realize that, oh my God, you got sound coming out all the time. It's called money into your bank. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Michelle, you're going to look like you want to say something.
And that brings you to freedom.
That's right.
You'll make more than you will on your job.
Yep. We laugh a lot about all the travel we've done. We were talking to some old neighbor friends. They said, y'all travel a lot. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, we did, but part of being in your own world, self-employed and your own business is you do get to choose the days that you work and the days that you don't. But the thing is, when you don't work, you have to have a plan for how you make up for that. And that's, when people go, well, how's it always work for you guys? I said, well, we always going into when we were going away, we'd ramp up business. So we had a lot of things in the pipeline. But the good thing is when we were away, when we took time off, it was focused on having time off. And then when we get back, it was like a second slingshot that would happen because we'd come back re-energized, anew, ready to take on new business. You're shaking off all the fatigue. I mean, there's goodness in all that. And being able to travel as much as you want to and do those things, or just spend time with your family. Those are things that are important to us. We did those things. Now, don't get me wrong. You want the bigger money. Sometimes you have to sacrifice time to get to those points, right? But always understand, even if you're doing it, like we were always doing it with the intent we were going to either bring people along or do something, So anyway, we'll see you later,
Okay.
Serena. Bye-bye.
And real quick, Savannah, I saw your message about phone sales. I'll have Jonathan reach out to you about phone sales. Have your meeting with Bruno today, and Jonathan will call you later. He's been killing it on phone sales. Also, my mom, Michelle, has been working phone sales strictly for the last couple of years. So we've got some phone sale warriors that can definitely help.
No, I was just going to say Thursday from 8 to 11 every day or every week on Thursdays from 8 to 11, I do a Zoom where you can actually dial with me or listen, preferably both. It's a working session, but I can talk about some, phone sales there. You'll be able to listen in to me making them. So last week is like the first time we ever had to reschedule it. It's very rare. We just had something we forgot about that we needed to be at. But normally every Thursday, 8 to 11. And we'll do more as we need to. Like we'll schedule time. Like Megan is going to talk with you individually to help your schedule, set your schedule up and your dials and stuff. But I just want to remind you of that. If you're jumping on this call, I would highly encourage you to jump on that one. It would help a lot if you can. If it works with your schedule. So That's all I got.
Love it. All right, guys, we got our quick staff meeting and we got the day to get going. It is Monday. What is it? March or April 18th? It's April. Gosh. Woo. Hey, don't forget to pay your taxes. I think they're due tomorrow. So do that. Get all that done. The last thing you need is the government slowing you down. So let's just make some more money for them, right? You make more money, they make more money. That's our goal. All right. Well, I'll at y'all later.
Have a good week, everybody.
You too.
Ooh, they're jumping off faster than I can kick them off. Boom. All righty.